hear it, but it's raining. It's been raining all day, but it's bringing in some cold air. It's supposed to be in the highs in the 50s for the next few days. So it's raining it in, I guess. Sometimes it blows in, sometimes it rains in. I turned 36 weeks today, and I have my 36-week doctor appointment tomorrow. I have an ultrasound, not a weight ultrasound, but just a baby check, and I see the doctor tomorrow, and I'm having the he's doing the strep B test, where they check to see if you have that, if you're a carrier for it, and if you are, the only difference is you have to be on antibiotics during labor and delivery, so the baby doesn't develop like pneumonia or something from it. So the baby's considerably bigger, and I'd love to know if I've, you know, started to progress at all. Probably haven't, but I'm also going to tell him that this week I've had a lot of pressure. Not severe pain, but tolerable pain in my lower extremities. Just really, really uncomfortable pain. Not, oh my gosh, you know, I'm gonna die. Not horrible pain, but definitely pain. So I don't know if it's just from the baby moving positions. I don't know if it's just him pressing against nerves. I hear that's very common. A lot of times it's just nerve pain from where he's laying. So I'm not real sure. I just know that, like, for the last few days, when I move, like, from laying down to setting up, or turn over in bed, or get up from a sitting position, I can feel the pressure and pain below my stomach. So we'll see. I've noticed this week an increase in fatigue. Just no stamina. Like, I'll try to get up and do some stuff, and then feels like the old Lynette, you know, where I just don't have stamina. So I don't know. You know, I'm getting closer. This could just be part of the process. So, and I, you know, throughout my pregnancy, I take a nap every day, usually. Try to. So that's not uncommon for me. But the last couple days I've been even more tired and fatigued and low stamina. So, you know, at the most I have 3 weeks left. There's 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So if he doesn't induce me earlier because of the baby size, 3 weeks from tomorrow he's gonna schedule an induction. So getting there. I'm nervous, but I'm super excited to hold my baby and see him in the flesh. I mean, I'm gonna miss being pregnant. I am. It's been such a great experience. It's not been perfect, but it's been such a unique, once-in-a-lifetime experience. I'm super, super happy. So, but I am excited to see him and touch him, you know, not just with my hand on my belly, but in real life, I guess. So he's been moving pretty good. He hasn't been quite as active last night and today, but then this afternoon, just a while ago, I was laying on the bed and he was moving pretty good. Good enough that I know he's okay. So just feel blessed, I really do. So that's all. I'll give you guys an update tomorrow and let you know what the doctor says and if there's any changes in his plans. So that's all. Feel good.
No, I don't feel good.
Bless his heart. You're not even in the frame, so you can just be a silent Well, I am 36 weeks. Yesterday. This is my 36-week appointment. And the ultrasound went good. It was just the check on the baby ultrasound, and he did everything he's supposed to do. His heartbeat was 139, which was good. And, you know, I think I was saying this lane since I turned there. And everything still looked good. He was breathing heavy. She said that was good. It wasn't bad. But he was really concentrating on his breathing today, and his whole body was just breathing in and out. But he moved. When Sean told him to move, he moved. And
Better move.
he really does respond to your voice.
It's because I got that deep, mean voice.
And then we saw Dr. Bryant, who was late getting there, but we actually got out pretty good, considering he had a few people backed up. He's got a lot of late termers right now. I notice every week the same people coming in with me now. You know what I mean? Like they're at the end. So, but he did the strep B test, the swab for that, to see if I'm a carrier for that. I'm not going to be. You already know I won't be, because this is going to be such an easy birth. It's going to be the most.
Just gonna have
it's been a good pregnancy. It's going to be a good birth. No problemos. The only thing is the strep B is not a big deal. You just have to be on antibiotics when you're in labor and birth. If you are a carrier for it, so the baby doesn't get a pneumonia or infection or something. Is there no turn thing here?
No.
He did go ahead and check me. My first check. My cervix is still closed, so I'm not dilated. But he did say that I was about 50% effaced, which means my cervix is about half there and softening. So that's pretty cool. Like, just to know that my cervix is starting to soften. That just kind of, you know, it's progress. I like seeing progress. So that's kind of cool. It wasn't as painful as I've been dreading it, and it wasn't painful. So that was good. So he did kind of change up a little bit. Instead of at 39 weeks deciding what to do, in 2 weeks at my 38 week, he is going to do another weight check, and which my weight check is anyway at 38. But he's going to go ahead and make a decision at 38 based upon that estimated weight, whether he's going to go ahead and schedule a C-section. So I guess that would mean that if I'm 9.5 plus at 38, he's going to go ahead and schedule it then, isn't he? He's not going to wait till 39 to even schedule it. So there's a good possibility that in 2 weeks I could be scheduled for a C-section, which I'm not super thrilled about, but I've already told God that he knows what's best for my body, and I completely put it in his hands. So if that's what it comes to, I'm fine with it. I've made peace with it. So I'm just kind of trusting him. If it's not his will, the baby will slow down, and I'll be able to go into birth, have natural birth. So I'm really just trusting him. I never did get the percentile last week from her as to what percentile he was in. He was 88 the first weight check. He was 83 the second one. And last week he was 97th percentile. He's at the top. He is big. So anyway, we got a little bit of a picture today. You can see his face all smushed up. His little fat cheeks and everything just smushed up. But that's really it. It was not too lengthy. It was pretty cut and dry. Sugar, blood pressure was a little elevated. It could have been because I was really nervous about having the procedure thingy, but it wasn't that bad. He left my sugar medicine the same because it's not really changed that much. So I will see him again next week and have a regular ultrasound, and then the next week I'll have a weight check and a decision. So we are in the home stretch. I did tell him, I did have when I got in the car this morning, I had a real bad pain, and it went around my top of my abdomen into my back, and it was just intense for a minute, and then it kind of let up. And he said, yeah, that's a contraction. So I think it's the first time I actually could, like, sense a contraction that was like, it came and went. So I expect, like, over the next week or so to start feeling that on a more, like, you know, just every once in a while. But, I don't expect to, like, go into labor before that 30 week, but, I do expect to get a little bit more action going on. So that's it. No biggie other than that. My husband is really sick. He's got a bad cold, and he is miserable. Bless his heart. He's not feeling good. I just hope I don't get sick. So I don't want to add that. Coughing hurts anyway, so I don't want to have to cough and my stomach hurt really bad. But there's nothing we can do about it. You got a cold, you got a cold.